welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, I'm playing some Minecraft. And as you can tell, I'm very good at green screen. It's one of my... Really, it's one of those abilities I'm just amazingly good at. And in case you think you see a big spot over here where the green screen runs out, you are imagining that. That is not correct. You're actually just dumb. Can't believe you'd make that mistake. Embarrassing. No, we had to move the green screen to make, like, do you want to see some exciting room progress? Oh, what's that? You came for Minecraft and now you're getting Toycat's life updates? Guess what? Your life is ruined. You deserve it. And, so yeah, let me show you something. It is, now, if you look up, you can see, not only is, oh, you can't see. Also, wait. Oh, yeah, I need to get, this shirt is not big enough for my current stature. You can see no hole in the ceiling, but also this wall right here. There's no hole, like there's a line that's been fixed. You might be able to see where it used to be a crack. Exciting stuff. Fixing walls, fixing ceilings. And even better than that, the, over there, I put one of my old monitors. And so I can hook that up. What I was considering doing with that, tell me if you think this is crazy, internet. I was don't whack your elbow on things. It hurts so bad only about 1 in 3 times when you whack your elbow on something. Fortunately, this is not one of those times. Anyway, so, wait, why is the green screen perfectly level now? I didn't change anything, did I? I guess I changed the camera angle. Well, you know what? There you go. You're welcome. I know what I'm doing. Apparently yeah, apparently the whole... Wait, maybe my monitor? Oh, no, I don't know. I have no clue what life is anymore. Anyway, so, I now have... I'm excited, basically. Like, the room is slightly more together. I was considering painting this whole thing, because white... It's not a creative color, is it? Like, I feel like... Or do you want to see the other side of me, too, by the way? If you want to see it. On the other side over here, ignore my everything over here. Little Triforce light. Very exciting. But also we got a couple of these sound panels. There's more I want to put up. Also, you can see some more of those wall things patched up over there. Got a little corner over there. Got a little corner over there. This room is like enabling my hoarding tendencies in a bad way. Green isn't a creative color. I see you have watched the salad, or whatever it's called. Salad fingers? Salad lettuce? I don't know what it is. There we go. Let's play some Minecraft, huh? Are you excited, everyone? Honestly, green is the best color, though. Green is not a creative color. Green is definitely a creative color. I mean, sure, there might be some salad pieces on the internet that disagree with that. But you know what? Salad disagrees with everything. Okay, so now I'm going to make my controller work. I hate green, it's ugly. I think green is one of those colors that sucks under, like, basically every context that it exists in. I can press... Okay, I've got an idea, by the way. I use F10 as my... Okay, so let's go to controller. I worked out F10 is actually the button that makes this turn on and off. I have no idea why it has a button that turns on and off. But it does. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my record button. You know what? You're here anyway. We're going to debate over green intensifiers. Yeah, like, some greens are great, but, like, look at this cat green up here in the corner. Can you see up here? I think that green is an example of, like, okay, complements the color scheme, goes well. If there was more green, we'd be disgusted. Imagine being bilingual. Imagine being bilingual. Imagine not being bilingual. Imagine not being bilingual. Honestly, that's like the curse and the blessing of being a native English speaker. I used to think it was just like, oh yeah, we're so ignorant, we don't even like want to learn other languages. We try so hard to make people learn languages here, and none of it sticks. Okay, we're gonna go grab some furnaces. And like, if you don't, like, it is mandatory to take some absurd number of hours of, years even, if, foreign language. Usually French in the UK, but again, your language treatment may vary. And so despite it being mandatory to take, like, so many hours of French, and in the United States, I thought that the same thing wouldn't be true. But no, yeah, apparently it can be Russian or Italian or, like, one of the languages that no one would want to learn. You know, like, even if you were trying to actually get it. But like, just, there is nothing that makes people actually need or want these languages. It's the same way that like, sure, you can try and teach people Latin, but the bigger problem isn't trying to teach them Latin, it's trying to make them want to learn. English speakers don't really need to most of the time. We're really bad at learning the languages. See, I almost feel like that's a myth though. Like, the reason everyone else is so good at learning English is because of how much you can unlock by doing so. Like, the only time you're ever going to use Italian, if you're an English speaker, is when you go to Italy. I don't think there's another country that speaks Italian. I could be massively wrong there. And Italy does have some media that is exclusive to Italy, I'm sure. But you know, like, what has a lot more media? English-speaking. So not only is there more English-speaking countries, there's about a dozen of them, depending on how you count English or not. So not only is there more English-speaking countries that you then have direct access to, but also a lot of countries, you know, they will make things in English as a bridge language. And so, as a result, it's like, yeah, so there's more media, there's more everything, you know, games to this, to that. Oh, screw being. I learned Italian hands so I could get by. Oh yeah, my hands are Italian. Hey, what's going on? I am speaking the Italian. I put on the accent and it sounds like I'm... This is probably offensive to someone, right? You know, that's the cool thing about Italians. You can offend them all you like. No one's ever like, oh no, Toycat. That's Italians that you're stepping on right there. Nope, no one says it. And I'm so glad that they don't. There's gotta be... you know, I think I need a crafting table closer in the furnace room than all of this. Maybe there's one in the center here. There's not. I need to put a crafting table somewhere around here. Thank you so much, Myra V, for the Diamond Cat. Congratulations on 13 months of being a member. That is so many months. Well, I mean, it's 13. Is 13 a lot? I think it's a lot. Do an American accent without sounding Texan. How's it going? I'm your good friend, American man #1. I went to college in the west coast of America. I went to UOA. I'm not gonna resist the Texan accent. It's impossible. No, I feel like I can maybe get a bit of a Boston going if I really try. This is a bit more Scottish than Boston. I think I've gone to the Highlands on a wee trip. I don't know how this ended up this way. My accents are so mixed up. Like it always ends up in one of like 3. Hello, just made it. I'm not even that late. Just finished watching the world judging video. Hey, good to see you here, Ryan Hibbs. How is it going? I like it regardless. I'm walking over here. Living in Scotland, I'm offended, says Laura Shoesmith. Also, it's crazy how much cobblestone we have to use just to make a furnace, right? Has to be said. Has to be said. Thank you, Michael D, for remembering. Toycat is the Sean Connery of YouTubers. I have some shame in admitting that I want to say he died recently, right? Oh no, Sean Connery's the James Bond one, not the comedian. You know what? Then I don't want to be him. I don't want to be James Bond. I watched the new James Bond movie recently, and I've never I like somewhat complex movies. I don't like when they're overly complex. This is a movie that's aimed to be like just dumb action, right? I couldn't follow it. I've never felt like I'm so stupid, because like a movie that is clearly not aimed to being intellectually smart did not hold anything. It didn't hold me at all. I was like, why are they doing this? I'm so confused. Are we gonna pretend the last scene didn't just happen? Is this an out of order movie? No, just no one else is confused. They're just like, oh, I love how he's saying he made this joke to this character he did. James Bond is like, oh, yeah, I'll have that one. And then there's someone else and it's like, oh, this is real offensive, this is. Anyway, you know what? It's very confusing. I don't quite understand. What movie is this? It's the newest James Bond. Again, I felt like maybe they're not as big of a deal outside the UK. Maybe British audiences are just smarter and I'm not British enough. You know, that's possible. See, there we go. Let's offend everyone in like one fell swoop. Can you get on making the furnace biome, please? Says Tomcrat. No, Tomcrat. Now I'm not gonna even make furnaces. I'm gonna drink my Mountain Dew Baja Punch, and I'm gonna review it for you all instead. Your regularly scheduled content has been interrupted by Tomcrat. Yeah. Okay, so this costs about £1.50 at a convenience store, And they're illegal to sell because they don't have British nutrition labels on. They have the American ones on. So you can see it's 170 calories for a can. And off that, 44 grams is sugar. And I know that, oh, actually it's high fructose corn syrup, which I guess is technically sugar, but it's a different type of sugar, okay? And, oh, this has 88% of the amount of sugar I'm meant to consume in a day in this one can. So, tastes like worse Mountain Dew. Tastes like worse Mountain Dew. Also, Michael D, thank you so much for becoming a member on a different account. I'm so very confused, but also fascinated. God, that's a lot of sugar. Breaking news, Toycat's doing a soda review. I'm doing my best. America, everything totally fine here. Nothing to see, move along. Imagine being poor and not being able to pay for a YouTube comment. Says Stefan. See, that you know what is interesting? Cause like there's like two schools of thought on like super chats or whatever Twitch's version is called. Like, are you being a simp and giving money unnecessarily to, you know, the oligarch of the streaming world? I mean, that's definitely not me. Yes, remembering, the legal alternative to dismembering. I'm pretty sure that's also I love this little sign, still cobblestone. I think I should keep cobblestone and chest past this point, just so we can match up there. Also, Ryan Hibbs, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. I think it's actually 19 months in a row, but let's believe it's the first time. Let's believe it's the first time. You know, okay, I know I'm using Streamlabs, and that's like a faux pas in today's age. You know, they're not a friendly company. They're just the one I already I'm using, and I'm very not good. You know, I think we're pretty fine. We'll go find cobblestone in the rest of the world now, because I bet there's a ton of it just lying around. So, anyway, I'm unquestionably wasting money, but it's worth it. Again, like, there's two schools of thoughts. One is that, yeah, you're wasting money. What's the deal? You don't need to be doing that. And the other is like, yeah, I am spending money and I'm enjoying something while you're there, like, criticizing something from the sidelines. But it's true for a lot of things, I think, that, like, and I've been thinking about this a lot. It's one of the beauties of the modern world that you can have less money and still feel like you're, like, you know, I guess, like, this is that whole moral superiority thing. We all like to feel like we're actually superior. Yeah, and, like, when we have any metric that can measure people by any form of actual, you know, money's one way, but, like, also, what's an example? Like, education level, right? You have to pass a test to do well education-wise. What's another example? We could use dumb IQ tests, but then we have to start the whole debate about IQ tests. I'm not willing to do that for this video, I'm afraid. But I bet I have a chest somewhere around here that's just filled with cobblestone. I bet if I look around for it, I might just find it. And then that's okay, here we go. Is it filled with cobblestone? It's got one diorite, and why would I even leave a chest like this? I really don't know why I would do that. Anyway, so so disappointed with myself. Honestly, past me needs to be better at that. How do you feel about YouTube removing dislikes as CEO flippers? I mean, they're still there. It's just you can't see them. Only I can see the dislikes. Is that a good thing? Some would say no. And some would say maybe. I mean, who's correct? Definitely the people who yell loudest. That's my opinion. Also, thank you very much, Stefan, for the knock 200 Norwegian crowns, if you don't know. I want to say that's about $20. Could be wrong. It's been a while since I've been to Norway. Been too long since I've been to Norway. I used to, one of my favorite things, I used to go to Norway as a way to get cheaper flights to, like, you know, Asia or anything else like that, Australia too. And I get like a day of, you know, I love Norway. I don't want to talk about my love of Norway, but I love Norway, and I'm sad that I haven't been. And you're reminding me with your Norwegian crowns that I'll have to convert into inferior currency. £16.75. See, that's big money. I mean, you know, see, and that's, if you see super chatting as a service, that's why people do it via YouTube, I guess, right? Because they are people who solely think, this is a service where my goal is to show up on the screen. I don't care how much of it goes to the streamer. I just want to be like, yeah, look, he spoke about me and my currency or my name or whatever for 10 seconds. You are changing, like, you know, we always talk about alternate histories, and that's one of those fascinating subjects to me. Like, all the tiniest things that could have changed would have changed and, you know, like, massively altered history. You're altering history every single day, though, just in much more minor ways. And an example would be Stefan saying, forgot to write something, and then me reading that out. You know, like that is a comment where I move on very quickly. But even then, that means there's a thought that I would have had, you know, just dealing with my own brain. Maybe even reading chat, maybe, you know, like looking at the things in the world that I otherwise couldn't have had, you know? Like, let's say you're driving a car with someone, you make a little comment. You making that comment could be the difference between them, like, fully focusing and catching a car, you know, catching a traffic collision before it happens, or between them not. And, I don't know, everyone dying in a fiery accident, right? Like, every day we have these, like, actually pretty huge versions. Why would you forgot to write something you still forgot to write? Why would you forgot to write, you know, why would you say that you, I guess that's technically still forgetting to write something. You're right. I see what you're saying. There's a possibility for the butterfly effect that you could have changed. Yeah, there is like the knock-on effects are like immeasurable, and so it's possible that you saying a dumb thing in chat right now has absolutely no bearing on anything ever again, or it's possible that it changes someone's mind about something quite big. Also, it's good to see you, Orange Brian Smith. Sorry, your friends are arguing. Won't the furnaces cause lag since they are storage spaces? Will they? Probably not. I don't think they're entities. Maybe they will. We'll find out, Imja. That's a good idea. We should look into that. I had a chance to be making a biome out of netherite blocks, but I'm here for the ride for the furnace biome. You know, I did consider that, because one of the projects that I really want to start recently, like, you know, if I figured, like, you know, I want to do some streams. I don't want to think about, like, ooh, what's optimize this or that. Like, I need to do that in general. But for when I want to just stream, hang out, talk, vibe. Minecraft crashed earlier, and it reset all my settings, and the number of times I have to reset them up is very frustrating. Fly up slow. No, that's correct, I think. Okay, so sneak, fly down, right stick. Drop item has to be this, and then pick block is I don't even know what I set up. Is it right on the thing? And then what's a moat? Like down? I guess a moat can be down. There we go. Have I forgotten something? Yeah, I forgot open chat, which is left, I want to say. There we go. I can't believe you have to... Oh, no, and then toggle perspective is actually right... No, left stick. Which means sprint becomes nothing. What was it just now, actually? What was toggle perspective? It was one of the D buttons, right? So if I make sprint up on the D-pad... I'm never going to use it, but... Look at this. I'm walking, and now I'm sprinting. So useful. Toycat, can you explain what persuaded you to choose furnace and not any other functional block? I do have a ludicrous amount of furnaces. Like, too many furnaces. Some would say. Yeah, no, honestly, I did like the idea of a crafting table biome. I really do like that idea still. Like, maybe the biome should shift. It should be, like, 3 separate biomes as we go around here. Because, again, the crafting table bit, it's missing some things. I'm going to have to put some leaves back on there, and it's going to look real messy. I love this, actually. This is a fun biome. I like it a lot. The Resurrection says, Toycat, how are you doing? How are you doing yourself, Mr. Resurrection? It's been a while since I've seen you around. Happy Thanksgiving. No, I will not accept your happy Thanksgiving. What am I thankful for? Am I thankful that your country has a holiday where apparently traveling anywhere becomes hellish, and where, like, you know, it's like already a pretty commercial holiday, but then people were like, wait, get this. Christmas, not enough opportunity to cash in. What if we also made Thanksgiving an opportunity to sell people flat screen TVs or whatever people say? Why do people say flat screen TVs, by the way? You know, that annoys me a lot. Like, the whole idea of, like, ooh, yeah, that you can get a flat screen TV for cheap. And it's like, that's all TVs. Saying the word flat screen before TV is the least useful adjective I can imagine. What are we gonna brag about next? Like, it's a TV that has multiple channels. It's like, no, you can't say that like it's a feature. Okay, get this right. I have a chair, and the chair has not only does it have a seating position, but also it has legs so that it goes on the ground. It's a legged chair. Is this a spider or a chair? I don't know. Oh, by the way, chat. I have an exciting potential announcement to make. I did get contacted by the people who make the Minecraft chairs. And let's just say maybe I'll be blurring some logos in the near future. I mean, I'm not actually, sadly. I wish I could. A harder chance. Oh, so Java is superior. Thank you, Stefan. I mean, that's a set of words you can say. Potentially exciting. Do you know TVs used to have rounded screens? It annoys me still. Okay, well, here's my phone. Oh god. Here's my phone. Are you familiar with phones? This is what a phone looks like if you're not familiar. And they've got like they have these corners like this, right? And so there's some tiny amount of screen there that you're missing because the phone's like, ooh, it's artistic to have corners. And then there's also obviously there's a little camera bump there. You're missing that. On iPhones, I don't know how, you know, like iPhones are the like, ooh, we use design because we think design is what really affects people's lives. They have a notch still in 2021, and it's huge. And there's a huge amount of screen you can't see because they're like, we need to have the face sensor or whatever's behind there. I have a flat screen phone. See, that's it. Nowadays, I would argue flat screen probably should change definition because if you look around, okay, I can't show you a monitor because they're all mounted to things. Okay, imagine this is a monitor. This is a flat screen monitor, right? It's not actually, it's my light that fell off and I've been trying to contact Elgato. Like, let's not complain about things. Let's just explain. Here's my flat screen TV. It's definitely a TV. This is flat, right? Whereas if it's that big, it's still flat, but it's not flat anymore, is it? You know what? No longer has a notch. Mojang. I like that Notch even gets to make that joke every now and then. Like, he was an exciting tech product for a while there. Black Friday, Black Weekend, Black Week, and now Black Month. It's starting to get annoying, says Stefan. I totally agree with that. Like, I think we are... I know, I think it makes sense that every year they do the numbers and they say, hey, people love Black Friday because they believe it has genuine deals. It's not about, you know, perception. When it comes to deals and discounts and stuff like that, the way people perceive it is the way that it is. You might not like it, but it's genuinely true. Also, oh wait, there was cobblestone in there. Also, there's some beef in here that I guess I should take. A weird amount of beef. I can make exactly one more furnace. Yeah, look at this. I told you I had cobblestone lying around everywhere. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, one more furnace. But yeah, I like, obviously, if people believe that Black Friday is a great opportunity for deals and is not just cynically marking up products and then marking them down. Actually, there's a consumer agency in the UK. They're called Which. Their funding is very interesting and a whole discussion for another time. But there is this consumer agency in the UK, and so every time there's like a holiday, they're like, hey, we looked at the deals to see if they're actually deals or not, and something like 92% of things sold as a Black Friday exclusive deal have been cheaper at some point in the last 365 days. It's that whole psychology on, you would rather get something that you know is worth £500 for £300 than something that is worth $250 for $250. Because it's a deal, right? You're getting more value. Your money is going further. Something, something, something. I just want more than 1 billion, lol, says Ryan Hibbs. I think this is the most interesting argument to have. Like, is 1 billion enough? Because the obvious answer is yes. But then also, you know the moment you spend anything, you're going below 1 billion. Like, 40 million a year. Because if you invest it super conservatively, I'd rather just spend nothing. You're not being a good consumer, David. Not appreciated. You gotta spend so the economy goes round. and then I don't know, some people in some suits make some money somewhere. If that doesn't happen, but there's curved TVs now, says KMRAN. You know, you're right. Flat screen TV is objectively a bad set. Like, you're right. I agree with that. Actually, you can be flat and curved, right? Ask your mother. But that is still a flat surface. Is that flat? Wait, chat. Is this a flat? Is this a flat surface? You know, like my hands concave a little bit. I don't know. 1 billion is obscenely too much. See, no, but like, okay. The question is, right, so when if you're asking how much, I think that, like, hypothetically, right, if you were going out to lunch and someone said, I will give you an amount of money for lunch, but you have to spend it on one meal, no tip or whatever Americans loopholes you're gonna come up with where it's like, I spent $1 million on a steak. No, you gave away $1 million to a person and you justified it and argued it's a part of the price. Anyway, so if you make that little exception, which of course we're not going to, if you say what's the most you could spend on lunch, and it's like, yeah, I bet you could spend 1,000 on lunch. But if I give you $1 million for lunch, and again, same conditions, one meal for one person, no tipping, no whatever else, no long-lasting benefits from that purchase, then it's the same. And that's why I'm wondering, is $1 billion enough? Is $1 billion the same as 2 billion as far as you're concerned? An average person. And is there anything that you could get with 2 billion that you, an individual, would actually prefer to something you can get with 1 billion? And so that's why I'm thinking the only thing that I genuinely can think of is that that's quirky, huh? Ooh, there's some dead glow squid in here. I love these weird discoveries in Minecraft. I like them a lot. It's always worth making a little trip for. You can get bottles of wine worth more than 1,000. Yeah, I guess that's probably it, right? I mean, I wouldn't enjoy a $1,000 wine, but maybe I'd want to drink it just, you know, if someone else is paying, right? It's the whole principle behind the governmental systems we run on. Like, well, I mean, if someone else is paying, why wouldn't we go with the best? It's actually less, 2 billion versus 1 billion in terms of marginal utility. Yeah, obviously, 2 billion, like, everyone agrees. I think anyone sane would agree. 2 billion is not double as good as 1 billion. In fact, even the most ardent defender would say it's not going to be 5% better. What is it? Oh, it's drowned. But the question is it any amount better to a normal human being? If you can't pass on the wealth, if you're not going to buy a company with it, because, you know, if you're buying companies, This is the saddest thing to me in the world. Even if you are the wealthiest man in the world, right? You are, Jeff Bezos, I think, is currently the wealthiest man. You can't own Amazon. You might think that Jeff Bezos owns Amazon, but he owns 11%, and that's why he's worth so much, because Amazon is worth. Like, even if he sells his house, sells his kids, sells his cat, sells every other share position he owns, you know, like, liquidates his bank account, he is not worth even 1/8 of the total of an Amazon, right? No one can own Apple anymore. You know, it was started by 2 people. It will never go back to being owned by 2 people unless it crashes or whatever. Like, those are no longer things that a person can have. So if your dream is to one day buy Google, it's like, oh yeah, well, no. Maybe you can run a business that can, like, outvalue. No, those are just untouchable companies. Jeff just got overtook a month or so back. I think they flip places back and forth a lot. Which we talk about net worth a lot, so I'm not going to bother with the whole thing of, like, it's already a stretch to argue that because you own stock in a company, you basically have 200, you know, like, if you own 200 billion worth of stock, that's not worth 200 billion, because trying to sell it would incur some losses. But then it's an even bigger stretch to be like, yeah, if the stock goes up 5%, then now your value's gone up 5%. And it's like, well, it's the same thing. It's just now the marginal value has gone up very slightly. But in the same way that, like, butter is worth $1 if you buy it at the store, I think. I don't know. I don't buy butter, okay? I don't buy bread anymore. It's a tragedy. But butter is worth $1 at the store. That's how much it costs. But if you try to sell butter, you might get more than $1 actually. I'm not sure what point I'm trying to make here. You know, like, how much am I? You know, I can buy 1,000 t-shirts for like $6 a t-shirt. But if you want to buy a t-shirt, it's going to cost you more than $6, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how bulk butter is, about $5 a pound. I don't know if that's cheap or not. I have no frame of reference as to whether food is very cheap there or very expensive. Like, I can't imagine anyone's buying enough pounds of butter that it even adds up. Toycat, are you going to watch? Oh no, it's Chubby, it's the sportsman. Don't ask me sports questions. I finally found one sport that I can vaguely get into. I'm excited. You know, like every sport has this thing of like, here's some sports stats that you didn't know. I finally have a sport where I can be like, oh, it's cool because, you know, at this track the downforce is more important than at this track where it's way more about you know, top speed and aerodynamics or whatever. Or like, ooh, Lewis Hamilton. You know, I like all of these fun facts that I can get. But even then, like, I mentioned it to a friend and they're like, well, you know, motorsport isn't real sport because it's like so nerdy. It's about logistics and everything else. Speedrunning is a sport, no, says Cassie Kaiser. I would genuinely argue, I've made this argument before, and if you're like anti-sports, you probably don't like this argument, so sorry for ruining your day. But I would make the argument that speedrunning is a sport because it's all about those few moments, right? It's all about those. So many diamond cats in chat, lol, says Jack Cuff. One of the cool things that's happened to me in the last few years is, even though this, like I said, this has been true from the birth of my channel till now, that most of what I upload is like, you know, sorry, most of my subscribers will vanish within like, I don't know, a year? Maybe 2 or 3 if we're being optimistic. And so there's like a heavy turnover in the sense of, I have 1.7 million subscribers, but how many of those people will actively be like, oh, a new Toycat video? Yeah, right? Because obviously, over time, it's called churning or whatever. Like, you're slowly going through. Actually, I think churning might be a more generic term. But the thing that is interesting is like, now that we've been, I don't want to say stagnant. That's a negative word. We've been like flatlining, not flatlining. That's also negative. We've been like in a consistent, steady place. Steady, there we go. Everyone loves steady. It's a way to describe tragedy, but being like, ooh, but it's actually a good thing. So the channel's been steady for a couple of years now, and over that time, you know, people from before, obviously, but I think we've done. I think based on the number of people who I see here, that I recognize time after time, like Michaela, by the way. Thank you. I hope I keep watching you, at least the Let's Plays. We've been seriously considering moving the Let's Plays to the Shorts channel. I think I might try it 1 week or something. Maybe upload it there early or something like that. Or upload like a version of it. I know how to make it not annoy people. But it's funny because I feel like that might be like this. Like I love things that sound like they're terrible ideas, but might actually be good ideas. That's like my favorite thing in the whole world. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm contrarian. I just like to prove that just because you think something's a good idea, it's not. Just because you think something's a bad idea, it's not. But I feel like having a channel for shorts, videos of 60 seconds or less, and then also putting the longest videos from my channel there, the podcasts, oh, maybe I should re-upload the podcast there even. Like the ones from years ago that everyone's forgotten about and that don't get CEO'd or whatever. Who knows for sure. You look like an Italian footballer from the 90s, says Harrison. Thank you. I've never felt so complimented than by you right there, Harrison. Thank you very much for the Susan money. I think I found you about a year ago, and I watched basically every one of your videos, says Miss Fazzy. That means a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. No, it's really cool to see any familiar faces from like more than a year ago. It's always like, oh, that's cool to see. Peen, good to see you here. Dr. Banana, hello. Myra, it's been at least 12 months, as you have rightfully pointed out yourself. Cancerous Attitude, Your profile picture's changed a few times. Now it looks like it's Diane from BoJack Horseman. Solid TV show, by the way. And so, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a positive development. I feel like in a way it's like, you know, whenever you find, whenever I run into like a school acquaintance, I'm reminded of like, oh yeah, you know, we've come a long way, huh? And it's almost like the same thing. I know, like, one of the very few comforts in the world, to me, is knowing that, like, even, like, I hate the idea of being forgotten by someone you care about, but I love the fact that because that's so hard to maintain, it means that everyone you don't care about has long since forgotten about you. There was a guy, also, thank you very much for the $4.99 tip and the hi that comes with it. I've never seen such a beautiful message. There was a guy, I despised this guy so bad. So I went to Catholic school with him, which is funny. I didn't actually go to a Catholic, whatever. Let's just leave that at that. I went to a Catholic school. I'm very religious, if you don't know. I'm like a strong believer in determinism. And anyway, so big fan from India. Sorry to hear you're so big, but thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Love the hearts too. Yeah, I always feel bad when I forget to call people up, but phones work both ways, says David Solomano. See, I do agree with that on like a certain level. Yeah, you know, I'm really torn on that because it's a great way to absolve guilt, and like, yeah, it does go both ways. You're right. Should we start reversing this so it faces a different way? Or is it better if they all do face the same way? I feel like if we're going to be placing them, we might as well have it shift. Slowly. Or let's just randomly start now. Why not, you know? Why not? It's true, but at the same time, it's like, yeah. As soon as you do contact someone, most people are like, oh yeah, this is so great. And then you put it back on them, you know? I feel like using that, like, 50-50 mechanism. It's always the one I like to use. As like, yeah, then you get to feel absolved. I have a friend, one of my childhood... Sorry, okay, wait. Let me talk about my Catholic friend, first of all. So I had this friend I knew from Catholic school. Don't ask why I was at Catholic school. I'm a very good Catholic. I remember he was, like, pretty chill, up, like, you know, friendly... Not friendly, but, like... You know, I didn't like him, didn't hate him. I thought, like, oh, good. He had this friend that he'd known forever. His name was, like, Alejandro or something. And I was, you know, like, even though that, it always sucks when you see someone who's got, like, this long-term friend, because you're like, yeah, you're never gonna break into that. We always were decent enough to each other. Like, friendly, I would say. Like, we were always, like, one friend away from each other in friend groups. But then, like, as we hit teenage years, I don't know why, I don't know what, he turned into, like, just a terrible, like, someone I just didn't enjoy, like, being nearby. Like, he'd be really just, you know, like, not good all the time. There we go. Then he also, like, he had a child at 14. I have no idea how his life went so horribly wrong. He was if I've told the story, I had a fight with someone at one point, because I got randomly punched in the face, and I got in a fight, and this guy, clearly he was like eager for a fight or whatever, but he didn't want to actually, so he just like, during the fight, which I felt, even though I'm me, I'm not an aggressive guy, I'm not a fight haver, I was like winning a fight versus actually one of the rough kids in the school, and I was like, oh yeah, that's like pretty cool, right? Like my punch in the face blindsided him as much as his did my... Like, we were doing good. I was, like, somewhat proud of myself, even. And then, like, this guy, out of nowhere, despite being, you know, one of my longer-term friends, jumps on my back to, like, help the other guy, because the other guy was, like, cool or whatever. And it was, like, to this day, it's, like, I will never forgive that. You shouldn't hold grudges, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to. And, but I can guarantee... This is crazy how many of these there are, huh? I can guarantee that guy has not thought about, fortunately, happily, even. I can guarantee that guy hasn't thought about me, for example, in a decade. Or maybe let's be polite and say 5 years. You know, maybe it's only been 5 years. But I can guarantee it. I do not believe that he has. And like to some people that sucks because like I bet I've thought about how much I dislike this guy like half a dozen times since then. But that's one of the biggest reasons you should let stuff go, right? Like if I ever did meet him, the first thing on his mind is gonna be like, oh yeah, here's a pleasant memory. Maybe he's got a pleasant memory. Maybe he's like, no, let me tell you about that time that you were mean to me when we played football together. You know, some dumb thing like that, right? Like people remember the weirdest things about each other. So many times, have you ever had this where you tell someone about like one of your like formative memories of them, and they're like, "I'm sorry, I have no recollection of that incident." I've gone pretty good at cutting out toxic people. Yeah, it's a hard talent. Grudges are meant to be held. I think, you know, a grudge is a, what's the fun phrase on this? A grudge is a toxic that is a poison that only hurts you. It's yeah, something like that. It's like you can have a grudge as much as you like, but how much value are you going to get from being mad at someone that has long since forgotten about you? I don't know. Howdy, Toy Cat. You're Catholic.
Howdy, Toy Cat. Your Catholic friend sounds like a douche. Here is your allowance.
I need to set up. I don't know if this is possible, but I hope I can set it up so your tips in particular do the American super chat voice. Maybe I can set that up right now. You know, at the very least I want to set that up for everyone, because you know if the voice isn't doing it, then I need to. So alert box. We go to super chats, and then we go to okay. Here we go. Super chat message settings. Thank you for being 21 months. Will you still be doing Warlord's challenge of destroying a mountain? I hope I will. Okay, so I don't know where the text is. Okay, open text to speech. So, by the way, in case you're curious, the minimum super chat to go text to speech is $8.90 apparently. I guess for currency conversion reasons. And the voice. It's currently Kimberly. We're gonna switch it over to Ivy. Ivy sounds like a cute name. Hi go! Welcome to the support cat club. There we go. Welcome. I enjoy your. I mean, you've been here for a while based on the Diamond Cat. It's good to see you, by the way, Palgo. I'm guessing the membership lapsed and then unlapsed or something. Okay, so I'm gonna. If anyone, again, I'll just wait till it happens. Otherwise, but if anyone wants to give me $8.90 and you want to hear the new super chat voice. Which is different to the Streamlabs voice, because, you know, I'm fun. Can't get the Diamond Cat's back. I felt like such a peasant. Imagine not having a Diamond Cat next to your name. Literally can't. That's disgusting to me. Literally disgusts me. Yeah, it's your birthday today, WTF Canal. I'm happy to hear it's your birthday. Sad to hear that it's not, I don't know, the Pope's birthday. Yeah, Toycat deserves more than $8 measly. Says Chubby. You know, you can tell me a sports fact if you give me $8 measly, and I'll listen to it and I'll pretend to be enthusiastic about it. That is my polite offer to you. Yeah, going back to what I was saying. Grudges are dumb, but the reason is because, like, yeah, it's one way. It's just a thing that will fester inside of me. I know I used to hold this like real pain and dislike. I know I had a really bad first relationship. It was like particularly questionable, and like for a while I was just like, yeah, I just really dislike this person. I want everything in my life to be the opposite of this. But after a while, it's like, yeah, thinking about it too long, probably too much. I wonder, like, something that, like, took me, like, years to, like, feel better about, I bet to them was like, okay, and on to the next thing. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it took them longer, you know. Maybe they took more years. You know, who wouldn't be sad about losing a Gamer Boy husband? I mean, not husband. But you know, everyone's a Gamer Boy husband in 2021, right? I need to find a bed that's easier to access than this. I guess we could go to the stronghold. There's nothing stopping me, I guess. Let's go over there. Hey, thank you for the...
Howdy from America.
What do you reckon about that one, chat? I feel like that's the overused voice. Whenever you see a stream fail, it's always that voice, right? You're like, what's the streamer gonna do now? How do you feel? What do you reckon, chat? Should we go back, or do you like Ivy?
Where did Kimberly go?
Do you like Kimberly more, or do you like... What do we reckon, chat? Personally, okay, you know what? This is one of those things. Maybe it's like I don't know. I feel like in my head. Okay, wait. Okay, we're gonna switch away from. Okay, we're gonna switch away from Ivy. I think we went a bit too high pitched for most people. I feel like with voices, it's like the higher pitch, the better, right? There's something in a voice. I could be wrong, but it's like it's something about how. Oh, there's English Welsh. Let's go with Geraint. Wait, that's not gonna work, is it? Is it? Let's find out. I'm gonna set the super chat voice to be Geraint now. And I'm gonna see what happens. Can a Welsh voice even read English tips? Let's find out, I guess.
Hey Boyat, where did Kimberly go?
That doesn't sound Welsh at all. That's not Welsh in the slightest. Get out there, Ivy. Welsh, please. You know, I'm not gonna be Welsh. If that's the cost of being Welsh, maybe I'm not Welsh. I know, heresy to say, but I think we're gonna have to. I think we're all gonna have to accept that maybe that's not a good idea anymore. Maybe we can be. Okay, let's pick another English. Should we go back to the quirky ones? Okay, we'll go. We'll try Kendra. That's a similar name to Kimberly, so maybe she'll sound similar. Okay, I'm gonna get back to playing Minecraft. I think that's what I do for a living. Sounds like my Welsh professor. Do you still get ad revenue if I mute the YouTube video? I believe so. Honestly, no one ever knows with YouTube. They just cut me a check at the end of each month, and then I buy a copious amount of lobster rolls. That's as far as my understanding of the system works. Sometimes I think it's like... In fact, I know it's deliberate that it works that way. Because, like, everyone is so keen to game the YouTube system. The only way for them to, like, make it work is to make it so confusing that no one could possibly game it. And so that's, like, their genuine strategy. Of, like, what can you do to make your channel more successful? We have no clue. Please don't even ask us, because we're going to be just as confused as you are. Anyway, so this is getting a bit confusing and a little bit ugly. So we might have to clean some of this up. Yeah, it's probably a smart idea. Let's reface some of these furnaces. There's not many of them to change, so that's fine. More realm experiments soon, says Triple X. Yeah, you know what? I do want to do realm experiments all the time, and I know, like, I should, but will I? You know, it's always such a nightmare, like, setting up a server, getting someone to, like, make the thing happen, and then realizing that, like, okay, there's so much, like, you need someone watching over the server 24/7, because people, you know, it's hard not to become an authoritarian dictator after running a Minecraft server. Because people wait for the moment that authority goes away, and they're like, ahaha, we can hack it now. And they'll hack it in, like, the most annoying ways to fix. Like, they don't even benefit. They'll just shut down the server and be like, well, it's funny because I did it. And it's like, this is that problem. I think we've all said before, teenage boys are the scariest thing in the world. Because, you know, like, the only thing they want is, like, you know, like, this, like, impressive, is to, you know, I guess, like, they have no real goals, just, like, trying things out. Might mess some stuff up. And so it genuinely is. Like, you get, like, you know, like, 14-year-old kids who are like, you know what would be funny? Waiting. Spending 12 hours in my day so that I can ruin... I can ruin a YouTube video. That would be funny. That would be my idea of a good time. And it's like, I don't know how to compete with that. I don't know what I could do about it. There is... teenagers only want human suffering. Says Darkness. I agree with you, Kit Kat. Like, it's very... like, and don't get me wrong, like, I have been a teenage boy. So, I can give you a list of reasons... Like, okay, like, the time I burnt someone's bin... Well, I was part of the group. I didn't do it myself. It's like, why? Someone had to... Like, that was we took someone's recycling bin. Like, filled it with paper... lit it on fire, and then, like, rode it down the river like a funeral pyre. And it's like, ignoring the environmental impacts of taking away someone's recycling bin and then lighting it on fire, and all the plastic smoke, and the fact that that's then getting dumped in a river, like, there's so many levels of how bad that is as a 16-year-old to do. But it's just like, we didn't like, the benefit was, like, relatively small. It was a few moments of, yeah, that's cool. And then afterwards, it's like, oh, yeah. Someone is now dealing with that, and we are not. I fell asleep on someone's shed once. And, like, you know, imagine if they'd have gone out in the morning, and there's just someone on their shed. That's actually pretty mild now that I think about it, compared to the rest of this. You know, that's nice. You know, I wasn't a bad teenager. I wasn't terrible. But, like, yeah, my point here is that, why do people do things? There's no, like, it's not even like there was a direct... There's so many dumb things like that. Like, at one point, there's this major road. There used to be this road outside of my school. Let me get my plastic straw in my drink. There was this road outside my school. And I remember, like, someone left some cones kind of near it. And we just figured, you know, it'd be fun. We could, like, block the road off. And then, like, two parts of town have to... Like... We put the cones down. I didn't even see cars go past and have to, like, drive or stop or something. I just... Do you get me? Like, I did a prank, air quote. You know, we did a prank, I should say. And, like, the benefit was we knew that at some point someone would be frustrated. It's like, what? Why? Why would anyone do that? I don't... I'm a teenage boy. Are you scared of me, says Cancerous Attitude? Yes! you know, like, all the concepts of, like, responsibility and, like, ooh, doing the right thing, they are entirely gone out the window and replaced with much more fun concepts, like, oh, imagine what this bin would look like if it was ablaze. I remember we broke into a factory. We broke a surprising...
I'm a-thinking that a newfangled super chat voice is gonna make me blue. That's cause I keep my expectations tiny so I can be less whiny, y'all.
Oh, what
Toy Cat. I'm from America.
What do you think about Kendra, chat? She sounds Australian to me. Like, she's not. But that's how bad I am. Are there mobs in that world? Says Marcots. There are mobs. Actually, here you go. So here is a school of fish and a drowned. Now you know. Toy Cat, please tell the burning bin story. I think I basically just did. Yeah, when... I know in America, like, drinking is this big, like, ooh, when you turn 21, do it. And obviously, I'm not going to condone underage drinking. But let me tell you the time about the underage drink. Because in the UK, I still have, like, okay, there's obviously exceptions of people who, like, don't drink for a really long time because they're worried about it or something. But it's like, it's the rule more than the exception that you drink at, like, 14, 15. And so my first like, time drinking alcohol was, like, age 13. You know, a friend had some beers at his house. It was terrible, though. Like, beer is so bad that even as a teenager desperately wanting to get drunk, it was like, would rather not. So, anyway, so, yeah, like, so by the time we're 16, it's like a more sophisticated affair. You know, someone goes to the store, they buy a bottle of something that maybe gets you intoxicated. And so one of these nights where we're all doing this and we're all hanging out in public with our lovely, delightful drinks, there's like a friend of a friend is like, oh yeah, there's this guy coming over. His name's Jordan. Such a lovely guy. You're gonna love him so much. The one thing is he does like to burn bins, but like, lovely guy. He's so good. Like, besides the bin burning thing, this guy is wonderful. And I think like, this is clearly just one story. Like, you know, like his family lives above a pub. He's such a chill guy. I really liked him. His name was Jordan. I met him years after. It was great. I used to drink straight vodka. I woke up on my living room table one morning. I assume it was a fun evening. See, yeah, I love that. Okay, I'm glad British people are vouching for me right here that like this isn't just like Toycat the problem teenager. This is like British life. Anyway, so this is just a fact of life. And so we meet this guy Jordan, and he's so nice. He's like, you know, like when you're like a teenager, being actually nice to people is hard. I think in general, like a lot of people find being nice hard because like it's easier to be like super, you know, mean. You know, honestly, I would say I was mean to more people than I was nice to because I was on guard all the time. Like, ooh, what if you're only being nice to me as a you know, like what if it's fake nice? And you know, I actually did have a girl was actually like fake nice to me at some point. I still don't know why. I still don't know why she was. But you know, like what her benefit was from the whole situation. But you know, like you're on guard. You're like, ooh, what if someone's doing that to me again? But like this guy was open and friendly and great with everyone. Really hard to do. Really hard to be. And so yeah, I like that a lot. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. And then just like, you know, very few drinks into the evening, he's like, so guys, how about we burn a bin? And like, you know, everyone's instinctive response is like, feels like that's a bad thing, you know, like we've just been told about this and like, that's not, you know, burning bins is not a, you know, but public bins in case you're curious. I guess you call it trash can if you're American. This isn't a great thing, but instead it's just like, you know, sure, we've had, you know, what else are we doing this evening, right? We're hanging out outside a petrol station, I think. And so it's like, yeah, let's go burn a bin. Now, it'll be something to do, won't it? And so we steal a random person's bin. I don't know. I think it might have been filled with paper, or maybe we got paper from another bin. I'm not sure, but we filled the bin with flammable materials. We get a fire going in there. There is a little, like, picture a bin being on its side. It's filled with paper. We light it on fire, and then we, you know, like, then we walk it to the river, and we kind of like, while the fire's burning in there, we kind of push it out into the river, and we just watch as it grows and grows and grows. And there is something beautiful, you know, this is like a Viking funeral pyre ritual or something, like you send bodies out to sea that way. There is something so beautiful. By the way, I don't know why, I still, like, I keep finding this in my pocket. I've got a lighter in my pocket, but I don't know where to leave it right now. So I'm still a pyromaniac all these years later, clearly. Yeah, let's look at this. Ooh. It's ruining the green screen slightly. But, yeah, you're burning a bin next to a petrol station. Just to clarify, we went quite a way away from the petrol station, like a quarter mile or something like that. How can we sleep while our bins are burning? But yeah, the whole, we did that. It was very monstrous. I agree. Like, again, looking back, it's just like, they had to request a new bin from the council. They might have had to pay if the council didn't believe that it just went missing one day. Whole nightmare that would have been. But it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And so, long story short, I like fire. I find fire to just be magnificent, you know? Like, there are a few things that humans can do that make me go, yeah, actually, we've done this one right. One of those things, has to be said, is fire. We are good at fire. Is this the last block in the tree, chat? If we break this, we'd be able to tell. It's not. Okay, break another one. So we're going to do all the chopping first and then take it out later. I don't know, but why in the river? Why not somewhere that's not a body of water? I think it was like a safety concern because it was like, it was a forest around it. And obviously there's like a tiny chance the fire will... I mean, in retrospect, it could have just drifted off to the side of the river, lit a forest on fire and something like that. I don't think setting things on fire was just a teenage boy thing. Teenage girls did it too, but we just don't talk about it because it's dumb to brag about your crimes. I didn't tell anyone about that for years. I was like, oh, if people knew I did that, they'd be ashamed. But again, I'm just a drunk teenager. There's a lot of dumb... I think basically every decision I made for several years of my life, that sounds questionable can be attributed to like, yep, don't. This is your decision making. Honestly, okay, you know, this is terrible. I've said this before, but the one reason I'm always like, even though it's terrible for you mentally, it's terrible for your body, there is a slight element of like, oh yeah, you're realizing that inhibitions are just a concept. You know, like, okay, people who take like super hardcore drugs, which, you know, like we'll leave that to the side for now, are always talking about how it changes their life and stuff, and how like they see things that you don't. Have you ever, again, if someone's ever done like DMT or something around you, don't worry, they'll tell you about it. That's the fun joke that I like to hear. People always talk about it, and they're like, yeah, you see, like, this is genuine things that people say when they do DMT. It's like, yeah, there's a parallel world where there are like elves. Everyone talks about elves for some reason. And so, like, you know, if everyone keeps seeing elves, maybe elves are real, therefore. Something like that. And, like, even though I don't agree with that, that's obviously because I haven't consumed the substances where I see elves so vividly that But, like, I think the cool thing about your mind changing slightly... Like, okay, so personal growth is cool, right? When you age, you... Dr. Banana prescribed me. One of the cool things is that as you age... you get more experiences and you see, like, different aspects of life. And so your opinion on things change. Because when you're young, you've only had the experience of being young. The older you get, even though you're only one age at this point in time, you've lived more time in the past. I don't think I've ever looked at the bottom of a crafting table before, says David Solimano. Oh, you're missing out. It is just a plank of wood, but slightly wrong. Slightly wrong. You should make all the tree trunk smokers, because they are made of wood. I actually did consider making some of the birch trees into something else. Maybe I should still do that. Yeah, let's only chop down the oak trees for now. I think the one cool thing about, like, doing anything that slightly changes your mind, whether that's caffeine or whatever else, is, like, you realize that, oh, even though it was this thing that I took that did this, it's me that still did it in the end, right? When you take caffeine or whatever the treatment drug for ADHD is, I think it's just an amphetamine, but when you take that, you'll be more productive, right? Most people, I can't start my morning without my morning coffee. Is that an accent? I don't think that was anyone's accent. You know, like people genuinely say that all the time. But like, you know, it's like a crutch, it's a vice. You can start your morning without your morning coffee. Did I do something wrong there? Why are tree saplings falling down? Caffeine, good. everyone has like a... It's funny, like, again, I try not to talk about, like, illicit drugs, again, mostly because I'm, like, ill-informed. It's not my wheelhouse. If it's your wheelhouse, I'm sorry that I'm insulting your house. Your wheelhouse, to be precise. Did you ever watch Limitless, says Wally Stogner? I did watch Limitless, actually. I really liked Limitless. I felt like they did such a bad job at turning the premise into something interesting. Was in the middle of watching a news video, but that's gotta wait now. Great to catch a stream. Hey, thank you, Eirik Hodgreen. It's cool to see that people... I know, I'm like so obsessed with... Maybe depressed is a better word, of analytics these days. It's always cool to see someone being like, yeah, no, I am genuinely excited to watch these videos in a way that you might not believe otherwise. They have a Limitless series now. I know, I can't believe they managed to... Whatever. I might watch the series. I hear it's not great. But, like, I love the... You know when you love the concept of something so much that you know you'll watch it even if it's bad because you need to see how it plays out? That's why shows do cliffhangers, because they want you to be that infused. Toycat podcast moment. I think the Let's Play might become a podcast. There's a chance it doesn't. Again, I've worked out a little niche for myself that might work here on the main channel. And then if that doesn't work, I'm going to move to podcasts on the Shorts channel. Like, every week. Something like that. Would you prefer someone to finish your video or click out to watch a stream? I think finish the video. Okay, if again, obviously do whatever you want. This is just Toycat talking about the weird systems. Yeah, I bring back geography for the blind. There's a typo in the description. I put the J in there deliberately. Liddy McGee, thank you so much for bringing it to my attention anyway. Yeah, no, because the video is going to stay up longer, whereas this will go unlisted when it's done. And you have to find it in the unlisted live streams playlist. And that's why I would prefer it that way. But you can do whatever you want. It's a free world. If it's free, that means you can take it at no cost. I'd mute it, open another tab for the live stream, then go back and rewatch later. See, that's the smart money right there. Birch trees should be arrow tables. I think they should be too. Actually, yeah, I like that idea. Small kitten. What do we need? Like a ton of flint for that? Oh, I have a ton of flint. I have a ton of flint. Okay, I'm actually going to do that. That's a great idea. And I'm also going to have to bring some leaves over for these trees, I think. How's your day been, says Rip Copper Golem. It's not been the best of days. It's not been the worst of days either. I feel like, okay, I had like, I think, I know, I was like, last week, I think I like admit myself, like, yeah, this is, call it seasonal depression or whatever. But I just wasn't good mentally. Like everything bad that could have happened in life happened at once. And it was getting me down. Like, I don't know, dealing with things is easier, like, when they don't cascade into other things. Yeah, when I realized that, like, okay, mental state is bad, work on mental state. You know, that's, it's one of the hardest things to do, is to realize when you need to fix something. Because when something is, you wait till something gets so broken that it needs to be fixed, like needs. And in reality, like, try and fix, the less broken you let something get before you fix it, the better off you might be as a whole. Mental state is bad, drink water. I agree, David Solimano. Dealing with things is easier in the sunshine. I hate the sunshine, that's the weird thing. That's why I hate the term seasonal depression. It's because we're just like, yeah, there's just a season in the year where you're gonna get depressed. It's like, I guess vitamin D genuinely does have some benefits or something like that. You know, there's another Ask Your Mother joke in there, but I won't make it. Why work on mental state when you can work on mental country, says Vinyl. I like that, I like that. Dumb joke, but I appreciated it. London had multiple Xmas markets. It did. I've walked past so many Christmas markets by accident. I'm just, maybe this is a sign that I'm, you know, like old and grumpy or something. I'm just, like, all I want is the German gingerbread snack, and, yeah, like, what else do I even get from a Christmas market? Like a pretzel would be nice. Yeah, maybe I should go to a Christmas market, get a pretzel. Is one open right now? One sec. Christmas night market, London. Let's see if I can get myself a pretzel this time of night. There's Vegan Nights, temporarily closed. There's Wentworth Street Market. Okay. Well, not happening for me today. Night market's only available on Fridays. Why can't I be sociable? I know there's one in Trafalgar Square. Oh yeah, I walked past that one. It's near the, like, opposite the Canadian art house I posted on Twitter. Thank you so much, NPC Cat, for becoming a channel member. The 356th channel member. I will admit, there's this graph that shows me like how many members there are at a given point in time. Also, why are there no mobs spawning? Have we maxed out the mob cap for the area or something? You know, if there's no problems, there's no problems. Let's, okay, so there is now 2 spiders. I would define that as problems. Let's just, you know, rather than going to sleep, let's just, you know. My today ends in 2 minutes, says Juho S. Congratulations on the day ending. Hopefully the day that replaces it is somewhere near as good. Yeah, I think my plan is to go make some, oh god, my inventory is a mess. Yeah, let's deal with that. Let's go. Oh, hello, friend. It's nice to see you. This always plays in bad quality, and I have no idea why it's still 90. Yeah, I think that when things are bad, it's like the hardest time to like work on them. But I spent my Monday and Tuesday vaguely trying. I went for a nice forest walk, and just that alone of like take the day off, go for a walk. Also, look how huge those icons are. Is that normal? Whatever. It did something for me. It did something for me. Just hard. Doing things is hard, and yet I did the things. So I'm gonna throw my golden carrots in here. I'm gonna, I guess, just go to sleep. Put some saplings in here. Thank you so much, Flame Queen 6, for becoming a channel member. Forest walks help so much, to be honest. Yeah, it's an important balance to a day. I don't know, like, I don't know what the science on why it helps is though. It feels very, like, it feels like maybe what's actually helping is just like a break from routine or something, and like, you know, because like most people don't live near a forest. I actually live, like, I can see a forest. Wait, one sec. Let me confirm it's true. There's one house between me and a forest, but I can see a forest from where I live. It's actually really cool. Like, while walking around the forest, you can see the city in the background. It looks so fake seeing. You know, I would love to show the internet where I live someday, but I also I want nothing more than for that not to happen. It's interesting to be conflicted, right? Interesting to want literally opposite things. Anyway, I cannot wait to live near a forest again. Anyway, so I live right outside a forest, but it's like a small forest, and like I want to walk for somewhere where I know that I could walk for like 3 hours if I needed to. Maybe like more like an hour is fine, but like I like a good forest, not a medium forest. Once you're king of the UK, we'll all know where you live. I mean, we know where the Queen lives, right? But do we know where the Queen lives, or do we think we know where the Queen lives? That's what I'm saying. I just, you know, what if maybe she hide, you know, like we've all seen her, you know, whatever. I live in the Big Apple, ain't no forest here, says Rip Copper Golem. I bet you could go in, what is it called? The county that's the smallest north of New York, Westchester. I bet Westchester is full of forests. Should we do a geography video where we find out if that's true? I mean, this is my live stream, right? Let's find out right now. Let me disprove. Wait. This is all just to disprove. Rip Copper Golem. Yeah, let me show you why you're wrong in life and why you should feel wrong. So, hello, ibxtoycat, and welcome back to a second channel geography video. This is everyone's favorite series where this is New York, and this. Okay, wait. First of all, Central Park is already basically a forest, right? Is there a forest in here? I remember the Ramble. I bet this is a Woodland Walk. Okay, you can live in. Look at this. This is a forest. It's very filled with people. I bet you could go off the beaten path. I bet this isn't filled with people. There we go. Look at this. This is in the middle of Manhattan. Like, you can. This is like a 20-minute walk to the Trump Tower, and yet look at this. Look at this. You're in a forest. That was easy. You're welcome. What's that, Rip Copper Golem? You're just not wealthy enough to live near the forest. Because actually, I imagine it's pretty cheap to live, like, on the sides of Central Park. Like, no one wants to live near Frick Madison, right? Anyway, long story short. Welcome to my live stream where we play Minecraft usually. That's a park. But it's a forest in a park, right? Right? If there's trees, it's a forest. Yeah, Frick Madison. Narrator, it is not cheap. I actually, like this, I think this is like one of the hardest things to understand about other cities is like the various rent levels of places. Like I can only give you like the vaguest guidelines on how expensive certain areas in London are, and I feel like I've lived here a very long time. Like I know where I live is like, even where I live, I can only tell you like I spent months and months looking at house prices. I can't tell you what that translates to in rents. I know what a room rent's for because I've had to work out the market rate for it several times. There are parking spots in Boston that cost as much as rent for some people. Okay, I've got a life pro tip for you right here. Forest is scary. It's where those venomous critters and dead bodies are. Oh wait, we need to go get more flint. Let's go get more flint from the other side of the world, I guess. If there are trees in my small town in the desert, does that make it a forest? Yes. Glad we can see different places on Google Maps via Street View. Isn't it crazy? That's the equivalent of me just being like, wait one sec, I'm gonna fly to New York, I'm gonna look around and find a forest. I just got the same experience as doing that in 20 seconds via going on Google Maps with Street View. Like, I think we take Street View for granted, but at one point Google was like, we're gonna drive a car around every single road in the world. And people were like, that's a funny idea. And then they did it, and then even crazier than just doing it, then they have to go around every street in the world every 2 or 3 years. Like, sorry, you know, I'm sorry. I have to talk about Google Maps. So then, right, okay, so let's look at Frick Madison, right? Where is Frick Madison? I've lost Frick. Is this Frick Madison? Here we go. If you want to look at Frick Madison, an art masterpiece from multiple periods, you can see how, I don't know which one, there it is. You can see how they went here in 2021, 2019, 2017, also 2017, 2016, this is what it looked like in 2016. It was just a sad building. In 2013 as well. They were here in 2009 and also in 2008. Like, the level of complexity in having, like, you can see 10 years of history here just happening like it's nothing. And it's like, I'm shocked. So yeah, my garden is a forest because it contains 3 trees. I think it's like 20% tree coverage or something dumb like that to be a forest. But my point is, if you want a forest, you can technically get one, and so you should stop complaining. That is what you gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself. I guess I'll turn these birch trees into. Let's make some fletching tables. As we all know, the fletching table is super useful. You can use it for things like, and also you could use it for things like, also you could, you know, there's so many things you could do. So my sign in the comments made your biome video on your world was very worth the find. Hey, thank you just for a comment. Thank you for 16 months of membership in a row. You can use it for fletching. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can use that game mechanic called fletching. I genuinely do think, like, I think Mojang in Minecraft goes through cycles. This is my current theory, where, like, you know, there's like the top of the cycle, and then, like, you know, there's the phase where Mojang can do no wrong. They have update after update where they're hitting it out of the park. Maybe it's down to individual employees, maybe it's down to the team as a whole. Who knows for sure why they're doing it, but they are. You know, think about the 1.4 update, followed by the 1.4 was this pretty scary update. Brought in the Wither, brought in witches, brought in, you know, like a lot of scary features for Halloween. Then there's 1.5, the Redstone update. They're killing it again, because and, you know, like so on and so forth. I was thinking I needed a crafting table. Cool thing about this forest is it's very easy to find one. And, yeah, I've got a theory. Maybe I should make a whole video on it. But I feel like we're in the... I feel like we're coming close to the part of the cycle where it's like, oh, we have all these ideas that we know we could do, but you know, the birch trees are now happy. Yeah, I think, first of all, isn't it weird that you can use oak wood to make a fletching table that looks like this, And then you can use birchwood to make a crafting table that looks like this. I feel like if you made the fletching table, obviously that'd be a dumb feature now that they've done it for so long. But that's an example of something. I wanted to make a video for so long about every inconsistency in Minecraft. But as I tried to make the video, I realized how impossibly long such a video would need to be. It's like, okay, yeah, that's like, you ever think about the, you know, no, let's not think about it. So why is the number of members on the top left always between 350 and 360 every stream, says Lenny McGee. People unmember, obviously, right? Like, it's, some people only intend to be a member for a month. Some people will be a member for 2 or 3 months, but then, you know, like, they can't make the thing anymore. Oh, goddamn. And so, yeah, as time goes on, like, every month we lose members, as well as gain them. We fortunately have been on a vaguely upwards trajectory recently. We went from 2 something to 3 something. I'd love to get to 400 something members. That'd be a good goal for me. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we won't. Who knows for sure. So now we make more birch planks, and we make those into fletching tables. And then we make this into a fletching table tree. We now have just 4 more of these, so it has to be a short birch tree for the next one. Anyway, so can I make a confession, chat? Ever since my world got corrupted, and then I couldn't play Minecraft my survival for a month, I've had a harder time like getting back into Minecraft. Like I play it for Let's Play and I play it for background gameplay, but I haven't just been playing recreationally. And even like getting background gameplay, I'm like, okay, let's work out what we're gonna do. It's not like, oh yeah, let's go do this thing. It's easy, it's fun. Like if I have spare time in an evening, my thought isn't let's play Minecraft. It's like, okay, we'll do something in Minecraft, I guess. You know, it's not. And so I feel like it's embarrassing to admit, because it's like my whole thing is like, yeah, survival is fun. You do it and the fun happens. But I figured, let's admit it to the world, right? Let's tell you all right now, and let's work out. Thank you, by the way, Agent Tawny, for the 358 channel member. You feel betrayed by your corruption. Yeah, right. Something's just not right in there, and it's sad, but it's true. We can't can't take away the truth. And so something I was considering doing, because we could just like not say anything about it, probably be fine. I figured it would be much better, because I've spoken about this before, about how like, oh yeah, there's a ton of ways to get like back into Minecraft, or like if you lose passion, here's some things you've done. I've made videos about this, right? And so what I figured I would do is, rather than just being like, yeah, this isn't an interest of mine, it's not been an interest of mine for a bit, let's make other videos and wait till it comes back. I'm in that position now that I've always wanted to feel, where I'm like, you know, I'm not inspired to play Minecraft, but I would like to be. And so what if I it's alright, you can admit you're Roblox curious to us. Sadly, that is not the case. You know, you either die a hero or you live long enough to become a Roblox creator or something. Is this... Yeah, this is fletching tabled. So what actually is the case is I figured it might be fun to watch my own video on this and see what it encourages me to do. But rather than doing it offline, because like, you know, if I say, yeah, I watched my own video, it's arrogant. But if I watch my own video live, we can do this together, and we can see collectively if it encourages me to get back into Minecraft. And then, you know, you can tell from the live streams, the background gameplay, the Let's Plays, whatever, if I've actually been doing so. And so, you add a whole new meaning to self-motivation, do it. And so, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave... By the way, just if you want to see the biome from up above, here is what we've done today. Yeah, we need a lot of furnaces. I might go mining specifically. Like, I might have to make a cobblestone creation pickaxe, basically. But yeah, I think we did good. I think we need more furnaces. I think I need a big feature, like a bush or something made out of smokers or something weird over here. Anyway, so here's my plan, right? We're gonna go watch a video together. It's gonna be fun. Do you want to watch it? I bet you do. Here is a geography video. I think that's not what I was going for. Okay, wait. We're gonna go to youtube.com. Have you guys heard of this great website? And we're gonna go ibxtoycat. So first of all, okay, ibxtoycat communist is the 4th one. A little bit concerned. Someone's gonna look into that and be ibxtoycat politics. Okay, I can see that. ibxtoycat. Oh, it's now it's moving it off that. ibxtoycat face reveal. Was this? Do they really think this is a face reveal? There's a video over here from before. Should we watch my old world tour too? Let's watch my old world tour. Do you want to see my house? I mean, after these 2 ads. You know, I've said this before. YouTube switched to double ads, and like that's fun. You know, like sure, great way to support creators or whatever. I didn't get paid. I didn't start getting paid double as much, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Great time to advertise this. I have YouTube Premium. It's just on a different account. Skip trial. Thank you. Okay. Clean shave. Yep. This is all good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will buy your razors if you let me skip. This was like a long second ad too. That was 8 seconds. Okay.
Back to the videos. There's something a little bit different for you all because it is going to.
As you can see, I was a lot skinnier then. This is pre-pandemic.
If
you want to see the same angle on me now.
I've
like curves there. I've got an hourglass figure that I've lost. Is that a good thing? Do I want to have an hourglass figure?
Kind of put it off for a while, but here I am now.
My hair looks exactly the same. I need to change that. That is horrifying.
This video, it's going to be fun for me to show off the whole place. Like again, there's more room.
Ooh, look how nice. Oh, that was very old TV. Oh, look at my little Gatomon pillow. I think I was trying to watch another video and I ended up here instead. I think I might have gone distracted from what I was actually trying to do. Okay, I'm gonna close Minecraft. One sec.
Like all the other things I'll be showing in this
Okay,
video,
1 sec. Just gonna close Minecraft.
Because
it's making some background noises.
A lot of people ask like how do I buy the
Here we
things that you mentioned in your setup Toycat, and there's like an Amazon link, so if you want to buy them on Amazon.
Ooh, look at me doing a little self promo.
I've got like some Russian rubles.
Got some rubles.
But it's worth it. I mean, it's like got a.
Yeah, this is a solid. This look
honestly.
honestly. Oh, look how nice the garden. Okay, look. It actually looks like a person lives here. I have ruined this house in the 4 years since this video.
If you look down at the end of the corridor, that is the bedroom.
Oh look, I got a rug in there still right now. Oh man. I was so much more optimistic about what I was going to do with this place.
Like, I like it, and everyone else hates it. So.
Rip Toycat's old pimples. You know what's the worst? Whenever I don't have, I've never heard the word pimples for, what is the term? Acne, blackheads, redheads. Whenever I don't have it on my face, I have it on my neck, and like people always question like, so what's wrong with your neck? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why it has to be somewhere in my body. I don't know. You know, everyone knows where it goes if it's not on the face or the neck. It's horrifying. Okay, ibxtoycat. What to do when bored. There we go. Okay, so there's... What video should we be checking out? Survival? No. First of all, 1.1 million views. Clearly that's a video... Man, look at that thumbnail. That's so much better than my current thumbnails. Look at the way that's outlined. I need to up my thumbnail game. This is a good one too. I feel like this isn't a good thumbnail, right? This is a bad thumbnail. You know, I should look through some videos and work on some thumbnail improvements. Anyway, what video should we watch? 7 things you shouldn't build in survival Minecraft. Oh, I've been meaning to make the 8 things you shouldn't build in survival Minecraft for so long, by the way. Because that's 5 projects you shouldn't attempt, 7 things you shouldn't... Like, I started making it before I left for America, and then I just stopped. Oh, I don't even know. Okay, so, I want to say I made another video. I want to make, like, 5 less obvious things every player needs to build. Man, people are loving the listicles, huh? This is what I made in 7 years of Minecraft survival. Yeah, I need to up my thumbnail. Look how good this thumbnail is. and then compare it to like, I don't know, this one or this one. What is this? Is a thumbnail? What am I doing in that? Why is there no thumbnail? I always pick bad thumbnails myself for fun. Sorry. Okay, that's just like this. This is a thumbnail. Look at this. This is like genuinely disappointing to me. I hope I'm not insulting someone. I hope it's not Harrison I'm insulting here. If you did these Harrison, they're great. I don't think this is Harrison. I think this is my assistant when I had an assistant. Good days. Okay, no, wait. We're here to watch a video together. We're here to watch a video. Oh, look how perfect this is. Walking 200,000 blocks to beat Minecraft without going to the Nether has exactly 200,000 views. That is beautiful. Oh, this needs to, I think change this thumbnail. Yeah, this thumbnail needs to be changed. So I just look through my top viewed videos and work out which thumbnails like this. Oh, this is an old video. Top 5 boring features. I should remake that video. I think that's a shame. Anyway, what are we looking for here now? Let's watch Walking a Million Blocks Uncut. I agree with David Solomano. Let's watch the Million Block Walk Uncut. Okay. Toycat. 1 million block trip. Essentially that it changed there. Okay, let's do this.
Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and welcome
Instead
back.
of streaming, let's just watch our own
streams
streams back.
Today is going to be, I believe,
$1 billion
my longest
idea.
live stream I've ever done by quite a long way, because it's something I've always wanted to do one of these ultra-long live streams, but I've never had the right opportunity. And rather than just being like, it's December the 8th, that's a good enough opportunity, I figured what I instead would do is, wait till I had something that needed so much time. And today, I decided, let's try and walk 1 million blocks, or rather, let's travel 1 million blocks, because we're walking 125,000 blocks, because today we've got a bunch of shulker boxes all filled with supplies. We've got potions of swiftness in one.
We should do the
we've got,
million block walk
cooked beef in another. We've got
1.18.
stone bricks in another. We've got like loads of spare spaces as well as stone pickaxe. I've got so many different.
Can you live stream yourself watching this live stream in a year? Says Jeff Watkins. Now that is a good idea. That is the big Harrison's big break came from this. Make the whole stream just watching your video. Isn't it wacky how much younger I look 3 years ago? How did I age so much? Look at, okay, my hair actually looks good there, right?
We're going on a
my hair looks exactly the same, like I've not paid attention to it. That look okay. Wait, let's like style this. Okay, so it's like I think it's slightly shorter. That might be why. Like the proportions are different. It's like up here, whatever. New end bridge when.
But look at this. We found ourselves a nice little.
Oh, it looks worse there.
Spruce
Actually.
biome. Look.
I still look so young though.
Maximum...
Oh no, don't give me another ad. I don't deserve this. Okay, so anyway, what am I here to do? I'm here to watch a video. Building a oh wow! This seems like a good live stream. Let's check this one out.
This Black Friday, you could be saving tens or even hundreds of pounds on top of Black Friday sales
Really?
with Pouch. Here's how it works.
Tell me about
Pouch.
Pouch.
Is a browse. Here's how it works.
Tell me about
Pouch.
Pouch.
Is a browse.
This is good. This is quality content. This is good. This is all. Have you noticed how it gets bright, more contrasty? Have you noticed how it gets bright, more contrasty? Look how red my face is over there. Like, look how red my face is over there. Oh, it's gonna continuously. This is gold. This is what people want to see. Wait, the dislikes are visible on my video. I can affect history right here. Is that just me? I have a YouTube account. You'd figure it wouldn't be. Should we look at the comments over here? As you can see, this is like having a stroke. Yeah, mind equals blonde. Oh yeah, this is too much for me. I can't do this. Okay, so Toycat, what to build, right? That's what I'm looking for. So, should we look at this video?
Hello, I'm
ibxtoycat, and these are the Kelpies. They're a
They
tourist
are the
attraction
Kelpies.
in Falkirk, Scotland, and these are the Kelpies, but built inside of Minecraft Xbox.
Wait,
One. This
wait.
is something you might have seen publicly.
Did I mess this up?
Hello, I'm ibxtoycat, and these are the Kelpies. They're a tourist attraction in
Yeah, I kinda
Falkirk,
did.
Scotland, and these are the Kelpies, but built inside.
Yeah,
of
should have
Minecraft Xbox
should
One
have
edition.
lined up those
This is
shots
something you
better.
might have seen publicly
This is
on
that
Forge's
shot
YouTube
should have been
channel,
lined up
and the
with
building of this.
this shot.
And these are the Kelpies,
Yeah.
but built inside
That's
of
my
Minecraft
mistake.
Xbox One edition. This is something you might have seen publicly on people their jobs at 4J. I always love to see something unique and unexpected inside of Minecraft, and that's why in today's video I think I would give you a collection of different ideas for things that you could build in the game if you want to do something more unique than
Needs
just
a better hook too.
it's
not a good video.
Woods or a nice
Oh, it's got
millionaire
dislikes as well.
mansion, but instead you want to do something unique that might be great for a resume even, as indeed these Kelpies were. And let's start with the first and most obvious example, and that is Nether portals. This is something that will work in every world ever, because I don't care which platform you play on, I don't care if it's creative or survival, you need to go to the Nether sometimes, so why not have a beautiful Nether portal?
What
so
is
there
this
are some
background
really basic
gameplay?
designs you can go for. I like this one, for instance, just kind of decorating the
I
portal,
see-
making it clear that it's a Nether portal, but doing some stuff on top.
Yeah, I think-
also like designs like this a lot. As you can see, this Bedrock player has made a Tower of Nether portal.
I should do
love
that,
the
right?
kind of skyscraper vibes. That
Why have I never done this, actually? This is such a cool idea. Just slowly build up. Chat, where do we build this? I want to build this right now. Where in my world are we going to make the Nether Portal Tower? I want this. I want it bad. Like, we'll go with what, like 29 by 29, then 27 by 27, then 25 by 25, then no, we can't go that tall, because we'll go with like 17, 17, 15, 15, 13, 13, 11, 11, 9, 9, 7, 7, 5, 5, 3. We have to go bigger even. Huh. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. You've got the right idea here. Watching ibxtoycat videos always makes me feel better, even if I'm feeling a bit down. Toycat, big fish, toycat, big fish, toycat, big fish. Everyone loves big salmon. I'm glad it is true. Atop the one ocean chunk. Random block town. Oh yeah, random block town. Be a good fit there. Do it in the obsidian biome. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a good place for it, Michael D. I like that. On a 1.18 mountain, make the most of the new height limit. Oh yeah, that could be a build off. No, we're building it now. I'm not getting into Minecraft after 1.18. I'm getting into it now.
that make it form, mix and function in a way that is
Yeah, I
beautiful.
like
There are
this.
so many things in between these two designs, and of course in the entire other spectrum of Nether portals, but just in case you think, you know,
How are we
I've
at number
already got my
6
Nether
already?
portal decorated because I go to the Nether so much, then maybe you need a bridge. But rather than a bridge in the overworld, which you've probably seen a billion of, what about a bridge for your Nether? This is great for survival players because infrastructure is
I do
something
like
you always
this.
need more of. What if you could save 30 seconds every time you're in your Nether because you could cross the
Yeah, that's a
entire
cool
biome
idea.
just like this? I think this is really beautiful, the way they built it coming out the ceiling, the way underneath it they've got all these lanterns, and just the design.
That
and the
sounds
way
like
it
it's a
fits
pain
with
to
the
actually
landscape
build in the
really
Nether,
is
though.
something quite beautiful.
For what
Also,
it's
it shows
worth.
the beauty of Blackstone, but like I've always said, like
You should
a
always
lot of the
mention
best
stuff like
Nether
that.
builds
Like,
are
that just doesn't look
involve
fun to do in
Blackstone,
survival.
And you know, the fact seeing.
But also, I'm glad my videos helped, by the way, Miss Pat. I forgot to... I'm kind of zoned into thinking about North
That
Korea
there,
right
you
now.
can totally build their flag as well. Or maybe, you know, you're really proud of something in your area. You know, these the people who live around the Kelpies probably love seeing that in Minecraft. Maybe everyone knows what this is, they just don't know what the name of it is. Or maybe
What
everyone
is
else
it?
does and I'm dumb. But build
The
the
Sphinx?
Parthenon. It's a beautiful ancient Greek
Oh.
structure. Or, but even if you don't like
I've
those
always
things,
wanted to
why
build
not
one of these
build the
old-
Parthenon?
Oh, okay.
That's a real thing, right? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone knows what this is. They just don't know what the name of it is. Or maybe everyone else does and I'm... Okay,
I like
we
this
should
one
go.
too.
I just love the
Yeah, I
idea of
feel like this
designing
video has a
all
lot
these
of great
subjects
ideas,
that-
but then I
like,
executed
hate
it
to
kind of
admit
poorly
this,
at the end.
Speaking of truly
I'm
inspiring,
disappointed myself,
it's
but
not
we can
just,
fix it with a good thumbnail like that.
planes, trains, and automobiles that are interesting people.
Oh, this guy
You
made
can
it from a
also take
survival
Minecraft's
world.
most
That's
beautiful
clever too.
structure, the desert well. I mean, to be honest, Minecraft peaked building. We can't build a structure as good as this, but we've seen this Reddit user right here try to do.
I like
the
that
same
sound
job.
effect. Wait, is this
The
this
desert well,
Harrison? I should give him a raise. I'll give Harrison a raise for this sound effect right there. I didn't notice this when it first came
Speaking
through.
of truly inspiring, it's not just planes, trains,
Slap
and
that desert
automobiles
well
that
on
are
there.
interesting to people. You can also take Minecraft's most beautiful structure, the desert well. I mean, to be honest, Minecraft peaked building. We can't build a... I love having
Oh,
a
my
chest room
boat.
that's made out of chests.
Oh,
I love
that's
having
fun.
so maybe what you do find interesting...
I felt like I already
are
made a
things like
video
this. It's a
about
beautiful,
builds that I've done in my
time-intensive-
survival
like,
world.
I really can't...
Anyway, 10,000 parasocial hugs, dude. Thank you very much for the parasocial love, internet. I hope you have a good evening. And should we watch Informed Builds for Any Survivor World? Have I not made a how to get back into Minecraft video? How to get back into Minecraft. How to get back into Minecraft. I feel like I did. Maybe it's just doing so badly it doesn't show up in search. Why hard difficulty is actually easier. I like that video. Yeah, we had something there. My first update. Don't abandon. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, this is a thumbnail that needed some work. I need to. You know what, chat? If you think you're good at thumbnails, send me a thumbnail for a video. To toycatassistant@gmail.com. That's just my email right now. Someday it'll be someone else's. Send me an email with a thumbnail for any one of these videos that I've insulted the thumbnail off. And there might be a job in there, I bet, maybe. You know, like, this is a good thumbnail, I feel like. Whereas, like, this is, you know, like, I feel like we didn't do so good with this one, for instance. Clearly got 1 million views, so what do I know? I like this video. I think this was a mod on the stream that did this one. What do we got going on here? Yeah, we gotta do some thumbnail work, I reckon. Let's you know, looking at like this is like staggering as a thumbnail. Oh wow, this got 490,000 views. I did not know that. How to find your way home easily. Yeah, it's not a great thumbnail either. I can even make ones for my videos. I'm very bad at thumbnails. Put it in the description. Yeah, it used to be whoever edited the video made the thumbnail, but then it got a bit mixed up. So I guess when we mix it up, we should just add the thumbnail person to the description. Name one person who wouldn't want to be your assistant. I mean, the person who quit the job most recently. That's the easiest example I could think of. Okay, yeah, before we go, chat, I'm sorry, this has been a very me-heavy stream. I'm sorry for consuming your life. Let's give you something to make this better, shall we? Let's just, there we go. You're worth this, chat. I want to make an inefficient farm for my next Let's Play. Give me an idea. What I'm gonna light the orange square on fire, unless you tell me right now. What inefficient farm should I make for my Let's Play? You know, it's Monday. Maybe we should make it all about preparing for caves and cliffs instead. Half my videos were posted by my daughter, who was playing Yakuza on PS4, logged in as me. Orange square, orange square. Orange square indeed. It gets bigger every time there's a good suggestion. And gets smaller every time I hit you. Oh, we can do this. Interesting. Orange square looks like a glitched PS1 loading. I think it must be a similar texture to that Sony. Oh, wait. Okay, you know, before we go, let's just look at old console. PS1 startup. Wow, that's the first thing people look for. Yeah, I just want to hear this. See, that's so similar to the orange square, right? That is suspiciously similar. Man, I got the chills every time I heard this. Like, it's such a dumb... It's like a movie intro where, like, do we need this anymore in our life? But also that... Something about that, right? Something about that. It hits just different. Like, I know it's a meme, but the GameCube one too? Oh, there's 3 of them? No! No! Why am I getting an ad for Apple Pay? I can't use it! I don't have a... I feel like watching YouTube videos on a YouTube live stream is like peak lack of content. If you've shown up and you've started watching this, I'm disappointed in your parents. I never knew about that. How am I just now learning about this in 2021? That can't be real. Are those real? Oh, okay. That is. Let's watch this one now. I feel like this is someone I might get a copyright strike from. Yeah, this is the meme I know. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Hope you all enjoyed this video, by the way. Hope you're all having, feels like it should be copyright infringement somehow. Should we just watch game console startup noises? Oh yeah. Yeah. Did the N64 have a startup noise? I feel like it didn't. Did it have a startup? No, only the DD did. That's so, wait, oh no it did, according to this. Ding. Okay, so there's a Game Boy one, there's a DS one, there's a 3DS one, there's a NES. I have no recollection of this. I own the Nintendo 64. Oh, that's the DD. Oh, okay. Did it not have one otherwise? That's so weird. How is that true? I don't remember that. That's wacky. I wonder why the Nintendo 64 didn't have a startup. Only the DD had a intro sound. Why does every other Nintendo console have one? Man, I missed the GameCube era, right? Okay, no, I don't want to watch that. We just did. The Wii didn't have one either, huh? Does the Switch have one? It says the Switch has one, but I don't believe it. I guess the software. It just, like, shows the Switch. 1 trillion sold. Oh, the click. I guess that's true. I have no recollection of that either. I feel like I'm being tricked by this video. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I have no idea what we became at the end here. I hope you enjoyed whatever this was. I
love you and you're one of the YouTubers
Ooh.
I have been watching for the longest. I think it's been about 6 years now. Also console edition, the best edition.
I've been considering doing an Xbox 360 playthrough. Like, I think we might have to wait till after 1.18 Hyper's gone places. But I really want to do that. I just feel like that would be fun. Like, we'd have to pick, like, TU11 or something. But, like, try to beat Minecraft and, like... You know, I think I'd enjoy it. It'd be a fun throwback. And maybe you could enjoy it too. Yeah, no, thank you for watching this live stream, everyone. I felt like it's improved my day a little bit. And that's a good thing for a live stream. Wasn't a successful live stream in terms of the getting subscribers or whatever. I guess we got members now. You know, we don't need to care about subscribers. Subscribers are worth 1/10%. Members are worth a lifetime. I mean, not actually a lifetime, but are worth like dollars. Dollars are what? If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. Can't say that in British money. If it doesn't make pounds, it doesn't make pence. Are we saying that if it's not fat, it's not the former vice president of the United States? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this thing. I had a good stream. Hope you had a good stream too. Because I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm just gonna go through all my little scenes right here. So if you want to see, so I've got a second camera. Oh, it's covered. That's why you can't see anything right now. Let me remove that. Oh, second camera does not work. Useful tip to know. Let's put the webcam cap back on there. I've also got this. I should probably remove that now, actually. Let's get rid of that. You know, let's Toycat makes his screen a better place. Should we remove the hashtag? We won't remove that. Yeah, I've got so many little sources here that I don't need. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. Go watch another one or a video. I uploaded one a while ago. And I'll see you on the next one. Unless I don't, obviously. But if I do, then I'll see you there. Unless I don't. In which case I won't. But I might. So how's the weather, huh? How's the weather? It's been very cold in the UK. I have to wear like 3 jackets and I'm still a little bit cold. It's kind of disappointing, you know? I feel like I'm missing out. Isn't it weird how this distorts the camera? Like there's a light up there I can't see, but it hurts my hand. Yeah, anywhere in the... It's so interesting. Live tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. We'll probably do a live stream then. That'd be fun. see, if we switch this switch around, the flame gets slightly bigger or slightly smaller. Fun facts of Toycat. I need to do something with this. I bought 11 lighters in my old house thinking always situations where people need lighters, but there aren't. It's just lighting fire to things. And I don't know if I should be doing that given my lack of subscription to ibxtoycat. I just don't know if that is a smart business decision, you know? Must be 420 where Andrew lives. It's 1040, which is basically the same thing. I mean, if you're a weed person, you're just using any opportunity, right? Like, ooh, it's 7 past 11 on Hitler's birthday. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.